So on this day, I had made dinner and realized I did not have a side ready. And I probably forgot because I was chasing a 5-year-old around all day. So I had to dig around in my pantry and I came up with my good old standby, which is my Betty Crocker Suddenly Salad Pasta Mix. So usually when I make my pasta salad, I will chop up an onion. I'll have my red, green, yellow, orange bell pepper, cucumber, tomatoes, and if I use tomatoes, I usually use cherry tomatoes, or I chop up the regular tomatoes big because I have 2 people that don't care for tomatoes like that. And I'm going to show you all later on in the video how I get away with adding tomatoes that they don't complain about. So also to my pasta salad, if I have it on hand, I'll add in some bacon bits. We have added in grilled chicken breasts. There's times I've added in shredded up lunch meat. Not all of that at one time, but if you have it on hand, just try it. So you want to add that mix that comes in with the pasta, mix it up with some Italian dressing or some olive oil or whatever you prefer. And I added in a little bit more Italian seasoning to mine, just to give it a little bit of flavor. And you're going to mix that up really good. And as you can see, it's still hot. I do all of this while it's still hot. I don't even give it a chance to cool down at all. So I'm going to show you all what I add in after these cucumbers, just to get away with adding in tomatoes that those 2 people in my house don't complain about. Now you see those cucumbers are a bit chunky. That's how I like my cucumbers. I even like them bigger than that. But the picky person in my house, one of them doesn't like chunky cucumbers, so I should have chopped them up smaller, but I didn't. But here is what I add in that my 2 picky people, tomato picky people, do not complain about. I just take the pico that I get from the grocery store and I mix that on in, and it has a multitude of flavors in there, and you just mix it on in. And this is actually how they prefer it. They do not complain about the tomatoes in there one bit. I like to have it nice and moist. And again, I usually would add a whole lot more to this just to elevate it a little bit more. And there's been times I just buy the tricolor pasta mix, but I ain't have time for all that and I didn't have it. But voila, this is what you have, and they ate it all up.